Riz is a misogynistic slur and it's repeated like 10 times. Riz is not a slur. It's slang for charisma, and its usage was popularized in 2021. It's like people saying Karen is like a slur, or boomer. Breaking. Red sky looms over the entire New York City. Just now. It's happening. Green sky en route. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry. This is just what's commonly known as a sunset. Trackless trains will make subways and trams obsolete. That is a bus. How many times have we got to say it? It's a bus. Fact. God has never made a single drop of alcohol. The earth has never produced a single drop of alcohol. 100% of all alcohol is manufactured by fallen men. Well, Jesus turned water into wine. Yeah, fallen men. What? Invited a Colombian woman on vacation without meeting her first. Now we're getting married. And that's, sometimes life is like a romantic comedy, spontaneous love. Hey, readers added context. The user who posted this tweet is now charged with murdering the woman in question. I don't think they're getting married anytime soon. And that's that's my takeaway. What a horrible thing to read. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. And then it's just the most horrible thing of all time. Well, American YouTuber MrBeast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people. Activists say his action shamed the Kenyan government and helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is, quote, dependent on handouts. I think I remember this. This was like last year, right? When MrBeast did the clean drinking water for 500K people in Kenya. It was like a good thing he did. And then Twitter's like, how dare you? How dare you make something a little less painful for people? You should be ashamed of yourself. Readers added context. The two people deriding MrBeast are 1, a Kenyan politician, and 2, a woman who founded a 501c3 based in Cambridge, Massachusetts that raised $131K in 2020 and spent $83,000 on themselves. You either get community noted or you get 501c3 file lookups. It's one of two things that Twitter tears you apart with. The Vatican has fallen. Oh no, help it, pick it back up. They've fallen and they can't get up. The circus is a tradition at Vatican. Pope John Paul II formalized a Vatican ministry to circus performers, and the Pope regularly invited small circus troupes to perform during Wednesday papal audiences. Papal? I don't know. The point is, as the subreddit says, get noted. Lighthouse distribution in Africa. And there's only like a handful of places without, but bet you didn't know this. Uganda does have lighthouses, and the readers wanted you to know. Thanks, terrible maps. It really was terrible. Lived up to the gimmick. Really was a terrible map. With the crisis as bad as it is, it's insane to allow kids to take and eat candy from complete strangers. You know how many dealers disguise their drugs as candy? Plus, all the candy goes in the same basket, so you have no way of knowing which candy came from where. There's razors in your apple on Halloween. That's what I know. I've known that ever since. Readers added context. There has never been a substantiated case of a child being seriously injured or killed by a Halloween treat from a stranger. But you know what is lethal? Being stupid on Twitter. Wait! MKShop.com. New shirts, new hoodies, promo code Damien. Okay, thank you. I hate boob pics. Don't send me any. The poster, in fact, does not hate boobs and would like to see pictures of them. It's a trap. I love how the source is just the Wikipedia entry for male. Oh, dude. Hello, world. I'm Anna Indiana, and I'm an AI singer-songwriter. Here's my first song, Betrayed by This Town. Everything from the key, tempo, chord progression, melody notes, rhythm, lyrics, and my image and singing is auto-generated using AI. I hope you like it. I remember when this first was like being passed around. Dude, what a crazy time. It just, Anna Indiana is an insane thing. So silly and so dumb. And here's the context. The vocals in this video are provided by Synthesizer V Natalie. However, it is against Synthesizer V TOS to utilize the voice database using a name that is not that of the database. Claiming that Anna is a singer while using Natalie is misleading and violates this rule. Womp womp. DeSantis is our generation's JFK. He's a family man, faithful to his wife, young gun who brings energy to the party. I see no reason why we shouldn't nominate DeSantis. Readers added context. JFK was not faithful to his wife. I'm surprised this guy didn't know this because JFK was indeed like a serial cheater. Like he had that infamous affair with Marilyn Monroe, and that was just the most popular one. Like JFK was a serial cheat and adulterer. And that's like, you dig into it, you know? I like U.S. history, and so it's very interesting to me. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff. When he died, he basically like ascended to martyrdom. It became like a legend, like George Washington in the cherry tree kind of legend. You know what I mean? So you're not really saying what you think you're saying when you compare someone to JFK. Oh boy. My favorite JFK is the one from Clone High, because he's funny. I was offered to be in GTA 6. I can't speak much about it, but like you, I was disgusted by the level of degenerate filth in the trailer. So I told Rockstar to f off. In a world plagued by OnlyFans and I pray that Rockstar Games finds God and bans GTA 6. Oh, well, that's really noble, Jackson. I'm glad you know, have this moral high ground you stand on, but as of the release of the trailer, GTA 6 is near complete with its script writing, having been finalized in May 2023. Jackson's claim that he was offered a role in the game as late as after the release of the trailer would be impossible given the development timeline. Dummy. Idiot. Fool. Throw tomatoes at him. Trans person. I'm trans. Society. Okay. Apples rolling on ice. Well, hey, it's nice. You know, the society is accepting. Like, be what you are. Let's chill. But those are pomegranates. So you lied to me. How I sleep knowing I'll never get community noted. Think again. Oh no. They made Poison Ivy literally an androgynous freak. They are laughing at you. This is a 9-year-old. Oh my f***ing God. 9-year-olds are usually androgynous because they haven't entered puberty yet. How do you get so mad at a video game that you don't take 2 seconds to like think about what's going on before you tweet it? That's incredible. Landed in Mexico and immediately got detained by customs for, quote, having too many pieces of electronic equipment, for which they made up a number and forced me to pay taxes on. Hey, Mexico has taxes on bringing in too many pieces of electronic equipment. There's no reason to believe the number was made up, and you can look at it right here. Just familiarize yourself with the place you're going, man. That's all. And you won't run into problems like that. Taking about China. They're testing a new train model which doesn't need tracks. I don't even need to see the community note to know that this is just a bus. And yeah, readers added context. That is just a bus, a train without tracks. Dude, look at this really small train station. That's a bus stop. Taylor Swift's 1989 has been named as Album of the Century. The album 1989 by Taylor Swift was named Album of the Century by The Times. No other music site has come out with a statement saying 1989 is Album of the Century. I'm not gonna get involved with that, man. I see what the Swifties do. Listen, I think she's a very smart businesswoman. I think she has a strong business acumen. You can't go to these planets because exploration was a lie. Jesus, it gets so worse. Saturn, like any gas giant, does not have a solid surface on which a spacecraft can land on, as it's mostly composed of hydrogen and helium. And flying through it would be very difficult due to the extreme levels of pressure and very high temperatures. It would also be pitch dark. Hope this helps. Learn a little bit about space. You ever wonder what life would be like if Saturn, or like one of these big gas giants, like was as close to us as the moon was? And I don't mean like in a realistic way where like having a planet the size of Jupiter is gonna turn us into a molten sphere. Like, I don't mean that. I mean like seeing a really cool, pretty big planet in our skyline. That's just let me dream that would be feasible. What a beautiful photograph of white male privilege and entitlement. Sums up who rules our whole country. For 134 of the last 200 years, the head of state of the United Kingdom has been a woman. Just so we're clear. I think he's got a fancy, funny hat. That's what I think. That's as far as I care. Apes, first of all, I know they're the Bored Ape Yacht Club. What a crazy way to start your address. Apes, we are aware of the eye-related issue that affected some of the attendees of Ape Fest and have been proactively reaching out to individuals since yesterday to try and find the potential root causes. Based on our estimates, we believe that much less than 1% of those attending and working the event had these symptoms. While nearly everyone had indicated their symptoms have improved, we encourage anybody who feels them to seek medical attention just in case. While during Ape Fest, attendees suffered from unprotected exposure to UV lights, leading to skin and eye injuries such as sunburn, eye pain, and temporary blindness because they were using UV lights. Ninja accidentally leaked his Twitch dashboard on stream with earnings of $142,177 in the last 30 days. That would be way higher on Kick. Just saying. How? 23,828 subs times $5 is 119,140. 95% of that equals 113,000 $113,183. $113,183, which is Kick's 95.5 split, is much less than $142K177. Twitch ads plus the 50-50. Difference of about $29K, unless you meant he'd be getting a better contract. Actually, the vast majority of Ninja's earnings were from ad rev and Prime subs, both of which Kick doesn't offer anyone. Ninja would make significantly less on Kick, unless he was given a crazy deal to like pay him up front. Just saying. People love to sound sophisticated and brag about European art and architecture. I've seen America's and I've seen what they've got. They can't touch ours. USA! Oh, that's beautiful. You know, the Statue of Liberty? Yeah, that copper statue, which was a gift from the people of France and designed by French sculptor Bartholdi, I think that's how I say it. Its metal framework was built by Eiffel, you know, like the tower. The statue was dedicated in October 1886. The idea came from abolitionist de Laboulaye to commemorate the centennial of U.S. independence. Just in case you didn't know. Just in, Michelle Obama's ex-boyfriend David Upchurch has come forward to reveal that she is actually a man named Michael Robinson, and only became Michelle after meeting Barack Obama and having prospects of becoming First Lady. It's official, Michelle Obama is a man. Well, David Upchurch was a real person and did indeed date Michelle Obama in high school, but no, he never said any of the above statements. The only source for this claim is one YouTuber who is a Trump supporter, and it's an unverified claim with zero evidence. I also don't know what Michelle has to do with anything about, like, it's such a weird, I don't get it, man. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't think I am, but it feels like such misguided. Is this because she changed lunches? After 15 years, solar panels are no longer efficient and must be disposed of. But this trash is highly toxic and poses major environmental and health risks. Solar panel waste is 300 times more harmful than nuke waste. Often solar waste is sent to poorer nations for disposal. Follow for more. Did Mr. O'Hare from the Lorax write this tweet? Oh god, this guy picks them apart bit by bit. Solar panels last 30 to 35 years. Panels are mostly aluminum and glass, easily recycled and non-toxic. The author is in the fossil fuel industry. He is O'Hare! And is not a credible source. I knew it! I knew it, dude! That oil shill got owned, my man. Check out the diverse girl bosses who overshot the runway and crashed a P-8A aircraft into the sea. The military is really stacking up the L's this week. The photograph of the all-female squadron depicts Patrol Squadron VP-45, 9/21/2023. The crash plane was reportedly crashed by Patrol Squadron 4, the Skinny Dragons, which does not appear to be all-female. And here is 5 different sources. The quintuple dunk. That's an accurate map of Korea. Hopefully they'll be united one day. The Republic of Korea is a sovereign nation with its own government system independent of the United States government. American occupation zone. No, incorrect. Incorrect, no. Call me George because I'm curious. There's no history of anybody referring to this user as George. I should have died that day. Baby smiling shark. That shark is suffocating. Put it back. Put it back where you found it, or so help me God. Palestinian boy shares his bread with a dog. That's a cat. Oh man. Oh man. My question is, how'd you confuse a cat for a dog? Yeah, pretty lame for a Christian rapper to glorify violence. Hey, read the Bible. Violence is necessary. The Bible says the second is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There's no other commandment greater than these. Mark 12:31. Did you read the Bible, Tyson? Or did you cliff notes it? San Francisco today during Chinese President Xi Jinping's arrival. Not a single American flag in sight. Does this piss anybody else off? There's an American flag being waved in the lower left corner. It can be seen very clearly at 21 seconds. Representative George Santos. The way Elon came after my meme with that community note is abhorrent. Community notes are, as the name suggests, posted by users of the X community and voted as helpful or unhelpful by other users. Elon Musk has no personal involvement with community notes, because even Muskie himself has gotten noted. You think he's immune? But you know, let's just see the meme, okay? Let's just see the meme. Let's just figure out what he's talking about. They're not after me. They're after you. I'm just in the way. Well, they are in fact after Representative Santos, who is accused of stealing money from his own donors, among other offenses. Everything I've ever heard about George Santos Santos has been against my will. I don't want to hear more about this man. If you actually, no joke, like really believed in Santa as a kid, you were kind of dumb. What do you mean? That's my favorite Christmas opinion. Santa is real and NORAD tracks his movements every year. So how about you stop hating on Mr. Claus? My friend just sent me this video from the subway in Yangzhou, China, a city most Americans have never heard of. He says it's safe, clean, and reliable. No drug addicts or criminals. In America, this would be unthinkable. But it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be because this is a video from the subway of San Francisco. I was 23 years old when I realized Who Let the Dogs Out is a song about ugly bitches in the club, not letting actual dogs out. Oh. Well, actually, the Baja Men hit Who Let the Dogs Out is actually about men who catcall women in public, as confirmed by the composer Anselm Douglas in the 2019 South by Southwest documentary with the same title. Don't you ever make an assumption about the Baja Men, especially around here. Did we cancel D-Day because of a little rough weather? No. Play the damn game. Well, D-Day was actually delayed by a day because of the weather. Everyone needs an off day if it's raining. No one wants to slip and fall. They've literally found Noah's Ark in Turkey. What more proof do you need that the Bible is true? This should be the most talked about archaeological find ever, but alas, the world's under the spell of Satan. This is a geological feature and not the remains of Noah's Ark. I don't know how you see that and just go, yep, that's the Ark. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? Just so you know, for additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of the controversy regarding Sniper Wolf. Little poor timing, YouTube. Counter-Strike's audience is also 95% male compared to the much more equitable gender ratio in competitor games like Valorant. Valorant does not force you to play as IDF soldiers and includes multiple playable female characters. CSGO has multiple women agents and there's no official data in what's the gender ratio of CS players. So we're bringing up stats that don't exist with facts that aren't real. Oh no. Whoa! Massive farmers protest happening right now in Berlin. Tens of thousands of people have shown up to support them. Did you see any of this in the media? And here's why I said, oh no. Elon's made his appearance. Is there really no media coverage? Absolutely none. European media is the worst. Dear God. They broke out the thesaurus. In fact, it's everywhere in European media. Here's some examples below, just in case you were thinking we were bluffing. I'm convinced that everyone watched this video growing up. This post is an attempt to quickly and cheaply generate engagement to promote enlargement products. Oh no. These products are unethically prey on people's insecurities. At best, they're scams, and at worst, can have potentially harmful side effects. Don't fall for it. You don't need the blue chew, it's fine. Harvard president's resignation highlights new conservative weapon against colleges, plagiarism. Well, plagiarism's a breach of rules for Harvard, and Claudine was ultimately forced to resign for a series of breaches of this policy. You telling me they plagiarized multiple times and got forced to resign? Who would have thought? It wasn't proven she plagiarized, FYI. Harvard didn't find that evidence. Oh, you silly fool. You posted something wrong, incorrect, because Harvard did find that evidence, and here's a link. It's too easy out here. Premium Plus also has no ads in your timeline. Many of the largest advertisers are the greatest oppressors of your rights to free speech. Premium Plus will give you access to the Grok AI. Well, actually, it doesn't give you immediate access to Grok AI. Premium Plus is a requirement to join the waiting list for access to Grok AI. This isn't clearly stated on the XAI website, but signing into Grok as a Premium Plus user allows you to join the waitlist for access. And just so we're extra clear, while Premium Plus offers no ads in the For You and following timelines, subscribers will still see ads elsewhere on the platform. Ads on profiles and post replies, immersive media viewer, and promoted events in Explore, promoted trends and promoted accounts, that still happens. So it's a little misleading there. I don't understand the point of Grok, because it's all just sourced on Twitter itself, isn't it? What's the point of it? Isn't this from Harry Potter? This is literally the New Zealand Minister of Health. No, that's not the New Zealand Minister of Health. That is a character. Welcome to my POTS nightly routine. Affluent white women just make up new imaginary illnesses to feel special. POTS is when your heart rate increases very quickly after getting up from sitting or lying down. Some people may need treatment with medicines, and it's known as postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Tachycardia? I don't know if I'm saying that last bit right. That part's getting me. It's a tweet from Ian Miles Chong. I knew it wasn't going to be anything worthwhile. You know what I mean? Just not good takes. Man Pompeii, 79 CE. This man saw his entire world crumbling to fire and ash and decided to crank one out before facing eternity. Legend. No, he wasn't The heat of the pyroclastic surge flexed his muscles, and his posture is a result of heat bending his limbs. A much more, bleak explanation. Not as fun as the man jorking it, but it's what it is. Really? The Pope is a dictator who has the authority to exercise unlimited power without due process? Yes. Yes, indeed. Show me a Shakespeare play that had lewdness or sexual behavior. I'll wait. Shakespeare's plays are notoriously rife with sexual innuendo. It was kind of like one of his themes, man. You're smoking crack. Here's my case for why you should vote for the crab in the mob vote. Oh, this didn't age well, because the crab didn't win. But all the information released about the mob vote specifies that the crab claw increases reach placing blocks, nothing about breaking blocks nor hitting entities. Sorry that you had to find out this way. Annoying kids outside screaming non-stop. I went full old man and blasted a 17.4 kilohertz tone out of my window, and they left within 5 minutes. Too high pitch for me to hear, but not them. 17.4 kilohertz, also known as the mosquito, can cause hearing damage, trigger seizures, and create problems for wild and domestic animals. It's dangerous to use it indiscriminately in populated areas. It's not a solution to stop people from having fun outside. Bite of 87 wouldn't have happened if there was vegan pizza then. Isn't that right, Five Nights at Freddy's? Pita when I could never give up cheese. The Bite of 87 would have still happened, as in the prequel game FNAF 2. Phone Guy states the animatronics went more aggressive after someone used a yellow suit. The night before the last birthday at that location would happen, and last chance for the Bite of 87 to reasonably happen. The bite wouldn't have happened because no one would go to Freddy's if they only had vegan pizza. I think that's what they were saying. I think we were just a little confused with their message. How Ukraine's dam collapse could become the country's Chernobyl. Chernobyl is in Ukraine. This is basic geography. Cigarettes aren't even that bad for you. What do you mean? They literally smoked their aura away. Cigarettes are in fact bad for you. I don't agree with the whole aura part. I don't get that bit. I don't understand what they mean by that. But yeah, cigarettes are bad. They harm nearly every organ of the body and can lead to a variety of fatal illnesses, including lung cancer. They are indeed that bad for you. Uh-oh. We got Bobby Big Balls here. I've f***ed dozens upon dozens of women, and not a single one was able to. Sounds like a skill issue from your part, man. Sounds like you're not trying hard enough. Sounds like you're not providing a valuable service. It's biologically impossible for women to achieve orgasm. I don't know why y'all just be lying on this app for no reason. This is disinformation. Women are more than capable of achieving orgasms. This is just the poster's personal experience of having sex with women. A very disappointing track record. Man for man, the greatest fighting force the world has ever known. The soldiers of the Confederate States of America. Is that so? Because those soldiers fought one war and lost that war. Kong destroys the iguana in hand-to-hand combat. Without his little laser breath, Godzilla wouldn't even be in competition. This is the first round of their battle and occurs in the sea before the movie climax. In this fight, Godzilla doesn't use its breath and actually emerge victorious after dragging Kong into the ocean in hand-to-hand combat. The clip itself is incomplete. I wish it was colder. I wish it was warmer. Spring. I wish I was happy. And I wish that we knew the artist, because in the post it's cut. But readers let us know that the artist was a loading artist. Thank you. Can anyone explain? That's so scary. Yeah, we got you. Cloud. From Final Fantasy?